right, so today's video, we're going to talk about how to start a business in the middle of a recession. There may be 2 or 3 videos talking about this topic because each segment is very important that you do. So be sure to watch this video from the beginning to the end. So you want to start a business during a recession. What's the first thing you need to do? Number 1, you need to get your personal economy straight. I know this goes against a lot of the information that you see online about just start a business, just claim it, just pray on it. It's to go ahead and set yourself up where you can be successful. This seems a little extreme. First thing you want to do is to get out of as much consumer debt as possible. So this may be extreme, but it also says how bad you want to start a business. You want to start a business, you want to set up a holding company, an operating company. You want to get yourself some business credit. You want to learn how to run a business. You want to start your first online business. If you want to do that, and congratulations to you for being a person that wants more out of life, for being that person that's ready to sit down, do the work so your future can be brighter. I got something for you. Go below and enter into the Corporate Citizen Playbook, where we teach you all of that plus a lot more. Because you are not a normal, regular person. You want more out of life. You want to do more. You want to be more. You want to have more. And congratulations to you. So the link is below. Go ahead and check out this video. And then go ahead and enroll in the Corporate Citizen Playbook, where I teach you some things that you cannot Google. Can't Google it. Can't Google it at all. If let's say you're married, your name is John, your wife's name is Susan, and you have a house and you have 2 car notes, you have credit card payments, and you have student loan payments. In my opinion, that is too much for a new business to handle. So one of the things that you want to do is to get rid of those 2 car payments, which means, yes, you will be selling those 2 cars. I know that's a big movement, that's a lot, but you will be selling those cars and you will get 2 cars that are paid off in cash. Then another thing that you will do is you will whittle down as much debt as possible. So we get rid of the 2 car notes, we get rid of the credit card debt, we get rid of all of that. We want to make our household requirements as lean as possible. Another thing that you will do, you will put yourself on a budget. So you will know what your monthly expenditures are every month before the month even starts rolling. Very, very important. Let's talk about this. You need to set yourself up with an emergency fund. Now, this is where things kind of get a little difficult because it's going to take the average person some time to actually establish an emergency fund. But if you're going to be starting a business, you're going to be doing these things, this could be very, very helpful for you moving forward. I know it sounds a little cray-cray, sell the cars, all this other stuff, but let me go ahead and share a story with you. And once again, to all of the people out there who are suffering, having extreme financial problems of looking at buying food, looking at gas, looking at stuff, and they're really, really struggling, my heart goes out for you. These are some tough times for a lot of people. Just don't ignore this information. But because I started a business many years ago, it prepared me where I'm not feeling the recession, I'm not feeling the economy, I'm not feeling the price of eggs, I'm not feeling the price of gas. If I need gas, I put my credit card in the gas pump and I fill up. And my behavior has not changed because of the economic environment. And all of this happened because I made a decision in 2009 to start a business. Let's have this conversation. Starting a business is not going to immediately ratify your personal finance situation. It's not. This is something that's going to come a year, 2 or 3 or 4 years in the future. And this is why you need to, once again, I know that it's big, selling the cars, getting rid of the cars, getting as lean as possible. It sounds a little crazy, but how bad do you want this business? Because if you're not willing to do these things, if you're willing to continue to struggle, continue to have what I call your checking account is a launch pad, money goes in your checking account and it's just launched out there to pay bills. I was watching this TikTok and this girl said that when she got paid after paying her bills, She had $35 to last her for the next 2 weeks. Hearts goes out to her, but man, that's a miserable way to live, in my estimation. That's a miserable way to live. So we're getting rid of the debt and we're getting our house as lean as possible. Now, what do I mean when I say lean as possible? You're living on the least amount of money that it takes for you to live. This covers your gas, your car insurance, your mortgage, your food, whatever expenses you have, you want to have them as lean as possible. Now, this right here may be a big one, and this is why there may be more videos on this subject. Let's go ahead and just use some real numbers. Let's say you are having above average income. And let's say at the end of the month, after you get paid and everything comes out your checks, you and your wife are having $7,000 per year, or that's 70,000, 70 plus 14, $84,000 per year, which is high. In disposable income, well, that's what you pull in as income. And let's say with your current style of living, you have $200 left after paying all bills. What you and your wife are going to do is reconfigure that where you, once again, getting rid of the cars is going to be insanely helpful. You're going to whittle it down where out of that $7,000, it only takes you $4,500 to pay your bills, which gives you an expense ratio of $2,500 per month in excess disposable income. This will take work. This will take effort. You will have to sit down and have a serious conversation with your partner. Notice I said partner, not your wife, because sometimes it's the wife that's really good with money and the husband is the spendthrift. Sometimes the husband's good with money. Sometimes it's the wife that's spendthrift. You and your wife, and once again, if you're married, you and your wife need to be a team on this. You need to fully commit and dig in on this, because if you're trying to do this by yourself in a married relationship, it is going to be extremely hard. This is one of the most important things you can do, because I know everyone's like, start a business so you can make more money, Let's have that conversation. I started my pure internet business 2009. And it took me, once again, I will go ahead and give you all of the backstory, because the backstory is really, really important. So started in August, there was September, then there was October, and then I started making money in October. I was getting to about $3,000 to $4,000 a month in April. So that's February, that's March, February, January, December, November. So it took me 6 months to get to what I would consider livable income. Now, here's the backstory, and this is very, very important. And most of you will not have this backstory. And this is why I was able to do the things I was able to do. When I started on this journey, I had $300,000 in the bank. I didn't have any car payments. I didn't have any student loans. I did have 2 houses. One I was renting out. So that was my only debt, was that one house, because the other house was being rented out and the rent covered the mortgage and gave me a little extra. So I was in a very clean position financially when I got started. And this is where you need to be. You need to be in the cleanest position as possible. It's going to take time for you to get your business up and running. It's going to take time for you to start making money with your business. And I know there are many, many people on the internet saying, hey, you can do this, you can do this, you don't have to start a business. And you can literally start making money your first 30 days. I cannot call names because I have not taken their programs. I don't know what they're offering, but I'm going to say from 26 years of business experience, I find that it is hard to believe that the average person with no skill sets is going to get into this new business and start making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month out the gate. I don't really think that's going to happen. And this is why I'm giving you this advice of the things that you need to do so you can start your business. Get as financially clean as possible. And one of the things that's happening right now, and hopefully you didn't buy 2 cars in the last few years, because car prices have crashed. And that's going to put you in a really bad situation if you're in a position where you want to start a business. You sit down with your wife, you have a discussion, you talk about the money, you talk about the debts, and you've got these 2 recently bought cars. It's going to be tough. it's going to be tough to get out of those cars and to go out and get cash cars. So for those people in that situation who recently bought cars, you may have to keep the cars and just tough it out. Just tough it out, because it's going to be really, really hard to get rid of the cars. With my 31 car fleet, I still have 3. And fortunately, I got rid of the majority of the cars when the prices were high. Because right now, every day I get an email from Carvana or CarMax saying, now your car is worth this, and it keeps going lower and lower and lower and lower. So it's very, very important for you to get your financial house in order before you start that business. Now, why do I say that? Let me go ahead and give you my theories on money. Money is energy, and money, if you have physical cash money on you, I actually have my wallet, and this is something that I can actually show you. All right, so this is my wallet, and I've got cash. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have $1,000 cash on me, and we have, this is part of it, and I'm going to give you the theory. We have this credit card. We have this credit card. And these credit cards right here, there's nothing on them. And this credit card, there's nothing on it. And this credit card, there's nothing on it. And this credit card, I have a bill of $2,800 that I'm going to pay end of the month. So you have physical cash on you, then you have open credit, okay? And then you have money in the bank. Money is energy. And when you have energy, money on you, credit cards with no balances, cash money in the bank, this will draw more money into your life. And this is why you have to get yourself financially straight. Let's just go ahead and say you're in the position where you bought your cars years ago. You can sell the cars, and you go out and get 2 cash cars, and then you actually sell stuff around the house and you whittle down, and now you got $7,000 coming in, and it only takes you $4,000 to put gas in the cars, pay the mortgage, buy food, pay all your bills. So you've got $3,000 worth of disposable cash. Now, you let this money go into the bank, and here's the recipe. You want this money to go in the bank for 6 months. $3,000 for 6 months is $18,000. So now you have $18,000 cash money in the bank. You have no car payments. You've got cash money on you. You've got open lines of credit. You are in the prime position to start generating wealth. Now, if you're one of the average Americans where you have absolutely no money, once again, there's a bunch of videos going out about people with no money, people who are struggling, people who are wondering, how is anyone making it in this economy? All right, I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of people making it in this economy because they're making a lot of money. Everybody ain't broke. I had to get that off my chest because I was like, I'm struggling, and I'm not trying to make fun of these people, but let me go ahead and tell you, there are many people who have made some very smart decisions years ago, and they've started businesses, and they're making a lot of money, and they're not broke. They're not struggling. They're actually laughing in the face of this recession because it's not touching them. And that's what I want for you on the next recession, because there will be another recession some point in the future. There will be another one. But once again, the decisions that you make today are going to go a long way to you being able to avoid that recession as it comes up. Well, not avoid, not be touched, not be stressed about it, not be worried about a recession, not be worried about the price of eggs, not be worried about the price of gas, not be worried about the price of meat. You were just like, oh, it went up. Okay, we still going to have steak. We're still going to have loaded baked potatoes. We're still going to have some biscuits because we're going to put that on the grill. I want you to be in a position where, yeah, gas is going up, housing prices are going up, rent's going up, everything's going up. We live in the United States of America. In my opinion, one of the most expensive countries in the world, because there's some questions about, is it more expensive to live here in the United States of America or London? Because once again, I had this thought of moving to London, and I went to London and I visited London, and London is very, very expensive. So We live in the United States of America. It's not going to get any cheaper. Prices are not going to go down. I know there are many people who feel that we're going to have a housing crash. And let me tell you something. There will not be a housing crash. Why do I say that? Let me share some with you. I'm in the real estate market. I am looking at a house that's going to be between $1.5 and $2 million, right? And I am literally seeing these houses come on the market on a Sunday. And by Friday, they're under contract. I'm seeing this over and over and over again. $1 million properties going just like that. But for some reason, y'all seem to feel that these prices are going to crash. I do believe there will be a correction, but there's not going to be a crash. And this is one of the things. You got to stop waiting for the economy to fall. Because here's the thing. This is what a lot of people want. They want the economy to come down to where they are. What I am talking about is what you want to do is raise yourself up to where the economy is so you can live the lifestyle that you want to live. And to help you with that, we have the Corporate Citizen Playbook. The link is below. Teach you how to set up a holding company. We teach you how to set up operating companies. We teach you how to get massive business credit, massive. We teach you how to do all of these things and a lot more. And there will be a phone conversation before you're allowed to roll into the Corporate Citizen Playbook. So go below, check out the video, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a good day.